Okay, since we're talking about face, let's talk about the next face product I have. It's by It Cosmetics and it's their CC cream. I'm pretty sure I've featured this in a favorites video before because I've been enjoying this product for a long time, but I just recently purchased my second tube of this. It's still in the box. So I try and buy so many products that I don't really repurchase a whole lot of products. You know what I mean? Because I'm always like trying the new foundation, trying the new eyeshadow palette, whatever it might be, that when I repurchase an item, that says a lot. And this I repurchased. I absolutely love this product. It has an SPF of 50 in it. It is a CC cream, although this could work as your foundation, you guys. This has super great coverage. It actually says full coverage on the tube, so I can't really dispute that. The coverage on this is just like a foundation. It's very, very moisturizing and hydrating to the skin, so some days I won't even put a moisturizer on. I'll just put this on and this will be my moisturizer and my foundation for the day. But it just makes my skin look flawless, but more so than that, it just looks really healthy. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks healthy. It looks supple. It tends to like not magnify, demagnify, is that a word? Tends to minimize the appearance of my pores and textures. It just gives my skin a very, very supple look, if that makes sense. It kind of rehydrates my skin. If my skin's feeling dull or dehydrated, this completely fixes that problem. I love this product. If you have not tried this, try it. You will not be disappointed. It's very, very, very good stuff. Okay, so I have a little bag here. I'm just going to start grabbing from them, so it's probably going to be in a crazy random order. Eyeshadow palettes. I have a few eyeshadow palettes that I've been loving this month. The first one is by Kevyn O Quan. I talked about this palette in my Derm Store haul. This was sent to me by Derm Store. Yeah, Derm Store. Sometimes I call it Dorm Store. But I love this. Okay, so the colors are good. You know, it's not like groundbreaking in terms of the eyeshadows that you get, but the quality of these products are phenomenal. Probably in like the top 5 that I've ever tried. Really pigmented, very creamy, very buttery. When I say creamy, they're actually all powder products, but they go on like a cream. Like they're just very rich. They stick to the skin. There's not a lot of fallout. There's a lot of payoff that you get from it. Just super high quality. So it comes with 6 shadows. It comes with a bronzer. It comes with a blush, a contour, and a highlight. I just love it. I don't know what else to say about it. I love it. I love the packaging. It's very sleek and like sophisticated. It's something that I would like to travel with. I love it. It's a very, very good product. This retails for like $98, I think. I'll link my Derm Store video down below, and I'll also link everything that I talk about down below as well. But in that video, you can kind of see me talk about this a little bit more. Okay, the next palette is kind of a splurge. This was purchased the last day of the VIB Rouge sale. I didn't plan on purchasing it because it was $100, and it was like one of those palettes where I was like, meh, the packaging is beautiful. There's nothing really in this palette that I have to have, I felt at the time, but I ended up getting it, and I'm glad I did because I would have regretted it if I hadn't. It's the Marc Jacobs About Last Night palette. So it's the really big gold 20 eyeshadow palette. It comes with a really great mix of mattes and shimmers, a really good mix of neutrals, and kind of some fun colors. You have like this bluish purple here. You have this really awesome yellow gold. So beautiful. This color is really the standout color of the palette, even though it's a color that I probably won't find myself wearing a ton. It's fun to have something like this, and it's not a color that you find in a lot of palettes. It's very unique. It has a really great matte black, and then it has a shimmery black. It has a good selection of warm shades and then some cool tones as well. But yeah, I really love it. I love that it has a huge mirror on it like this, so you can take it to travel and have, even though it's probably not the best travel palette because it's so gigantic, if you ever find yourself having to use like a hand mirror to do your makeup, this one, you can't really beat this one. The size on this is awesome. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. It is definitely a higher priced item, but if you're a makeup fanatic and makeup lover, or you have someone on your list that is, for Christmas, this would definitely be a gift that they would get very, very excited about. So I'm putting this in my favorites for the month of November. Okay, so let's stay on eyeshadow palettes and let's talk about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I know this is not new. This has been out for a while. I really was not tempted or interested in buying this at all when it first came out. I think the quality of Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows are really, really good, and I have the Self-Made palette, and then I also have the Mario Masterclass Mario palette, which I'm not a huge fan of. But the colors of this, I didn't think I was gonna really enjoy that much. They're super warm, like these reds and oranges. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna wear that or that or that or that. But I'm actually finding that I am. These more bold colors work really well as like lower lash liner. So I'll put like a dark brown like kohl eye pencil on my lower lash line, and then I'll just kind of smudge it a little bit with one of these. So that dark brown base is going to kind of tone down the intensity of these bold colors. But adding this bold color on that dark brown base is going to just really help complement the eyes. If you have green or blue or any type of light coloring in your eyes, it's really going to stand out. But these colors are absolutely beautiful. The quality is just right up there. I mean, this is definitely a top 5 in terms of quality of shadows. If you don't own an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, you won't be disappointed. Find one that you like that has colors you think you'll mostly wear, and I promise you it will become one of your favorites. So this is definitely a beauty favorite. Okay, so let's move on. So this is kind of a fun non-makeup related product. I just recently got these at Nordstrom. They're just ponytail holders. They're like, I think they're called Sport Pack is what the little pack said, but they're thick. They don't have like any, what do you call it? I don't know, little metal or brackets or anything in it. They're just, you know, this like really flexible, stretchy material. They're by the brand L.Erickson, I think is the brand. So I'm holding these up because these are other favorite ponytail holders of mine that I've talked about in the past. And these are by the same brand. This is just like the sport version of them. But it's really great if you have thick hair. Like I have super thick hair. My daughter has really thick hair. And I put like a regular ponytail holder on her, and she's 4. So when she goes to play at school, I'll send her with a cute little high ponytail, and at the end of the day it's like hanging off, you know, like drooping, because that ponytail holder will not support her hair. These do. So these are really great. Not only are they cute, but they're great for people with really thick, heavy hair. So we're talking about hair. I have a few more hair products for you. This is Triple Sec 3-in-1 by Dry Bar. So this is a few different things. I use this as a dry shampoo. It adds texture, it amplifies, and it refreshes. This is what it says on the bottle. But I use this when my hair looks or smells dirty. It has a really nice, clean smell. It does give the hair some more volume, and it works really well as a dry shampoo. So I've really been enjoying this product a lot. I just lift it and just spray it at the root of my hair on the top section of my hair, and then I'll just kind of style with a comb to kind of like, it doesn't have a residue or anything at all, which is nice, but I always feel the need still to kind of like run a comb through it so that if it leaves any type of color or residue, which this one doesn't, but it's just something I do, it just helps blend that into the hair. So really been enjoying that product a while. I like a lot of Dry Bar products. They have like a dry shampoo. I don't really know what the difference between this and the dry shampoo is, but I use them both and I love them both. The next hair care product is by Christophe Robin. And this was actually just a sample that I got in a, where did I get this? It was like a points, 500 points thing, I think. Or maybe it was a 100-point product. No, it was my Sephora Play box. I got this in my Sephora Play box. But it's a hair mask. It's really, really thick, really hydrating for the hair. It smells good. It doesn't smell bad. I'm not like, it's not a scent that I'm like, oh my God, it smells so good. It doesn't smell bad, but I could see it being something that some people might hate. So I don't hate it. It's weird. It's okay. Anyway, let's move on. It's very thick and very hydrating. I have color treated hair. I have thick hair, especially my ends. And so I have really been enjoying using this. I use it like once a week probably. I rotate between this and my Oribe hair mask, which I absolutely love. But I think when your hair gets used to a product, like you fall in love with a product and then after you use it for a while, your hair kind of gets a little used to it. And I think that's what happened with the Oribe. So I try not to use the Oribe every single time. I like to rotate this in, and I would say that I enjoy this as much as I enjoy the Oribe. I feel like they both give my hair just a really beautiful shine and moisturizing but not heavy. So yeah, I really, really like that hair mask. Okay, the next product is by Tatcha, And I got this in a gift set that I talked about in a haul video a few videos ago. It's the Polished Classic Rice Enzyme Powder. So this product actually surprised me. I expected this to be like a kind of a, not a rough is a bad word because it sounds negative, but I expected this to be like an exfoliant. I have a scrub mask by Rodan & Fields that has, it's definitely not rough, but I love it. It's called the microdermabrasion paste, and I love it because I feel like it really helps remove that dead layer of skin that we all have. And I expected this to kind of be as abrasive as that, but this is not at all. It's very, very, very gentle, but it is an exfoliator. So I use this in the showers in the mornings. I feel like it's gentle enough so I can use it every single day, but I get in the shower. I don't have any makeup on, obviously, because I'm just waking up. And I'll use this as my face wash, and it's super mild exfoliant. I've really been enjoying it though, but it basically comes, so I have a small size because it came in a gift set. If you purchase the actual product, it's a lot bigger than this, but it has a little spout here, and then you basically just like pour out a dry, finely milled rice powder, and you get your fingertips wet, and I like to mix it up in the palm of my hand, and then I just rub it over my face. But I have really been enjoying this product a lot. Okay, so next I have another face product. This is a hugely hyped up product that I finally got my hands on because it was sold out almost immediately when it launched in store, and then I couldn't get it online forever. And then I got an email from Ulta like 2 weeks ago saying that they had restocked it on their website, and I stopped everything that I was doing and I ordered it, and I've been loving it. It's the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. You guys have probably already heard a ton about this concealer, but I can say that it is worth the hype. Sometimes on YouTube I find products that have gotten so much hype on YouTube, and I try them and I'm like, what's the big deal? I really don't see it here, but this is really awesome. I'm wearing it today. I've been wearing it for the last week since I've got it. Great coverage. The texture is really nice and kind of like a, it's pretty thick. It reminds me, the applicator reminds me of the Clinique Beyond Perfecting concealer and foundation. It's that same, thick doe foot applicator, but it's not as, it's a little more hydrating than that foundation is. I have a love-hate relationship with that foundation. I love the way it looks. I hate the way that you apply it. This is a little bit more gel-like, but it's still pretty thick, so a little bit goes a long way with this, but I'm in the shade light medium, and it's perfect, and I love it. Okay, I have 3 more products to talk about. Okay, so the next is a lipstick formula by Makeup Forever. I picked up 3 of them. It is the Artist Rouge Cream lipstick. I got 3. I got the shade C211, which is this really pretty, kind of like a dusty rose shade. It's like a mid-tone, so it's actually a little darker than I normally wear, but it's still pretty light. So if you like a little bit deeper pinky nude, this would be a really great one for you. And then I got 506, which is a shade that's way out of my comfort zone. It's like this dark, and it's actually looking lighter on camera than it does in person, but it's like this dark vampy berry shade. These lipsticks are so creamy, so pigmented. They wear forever. It's like a really creamy matte, in my opinion. It's not a matte lipstick, but it wears like a matte. It's pigmented like a matte, but it's super creamy. And this is the shade that I have on my lips right now. This is C104. So I'm going to show you on my hand, and then I'm also just going to put a little more on my lips. This is like the perfect peachy nude. This reminds me a lot of a shade by MAC called Deceptive that used to be my favorite peachy nude shade. I went through tubes and tubes of that lipstick. This is like a duplicate of that lipstick, but just more creamy. But I love this formula. It was one of those things I was just playing around in Sephora. I hadn't heard anything about these. I was just standing at the Makeup Forever counter and just playing, and I was just like, oh my gosh, where have these been all my life? They knocked my socks off. Knocked them off. Okay, the last 2 products. The first one is a lip balm. So I purchased a pharmacy lip balm at Sephora and hated it. I used it for like 3 days and I felt like I'm done. Like, lip balms, it's a scam. Lip balms are a scam, is what I told the Sephora girl. I was like, they just dry your lips out even more. All of them. I have yet to find a lip balm that actually treats my lips and makes them feel better over time. I feel like every lip balm I use feels great when I put it on, and then 30 minutes later my lips more dry than they did before. And that's what I found at the pharmacy. So I took it back. I'm like, I don't want a lip balm, don't want a lip balm. And she's like, you have to try this lip balm. And so she sold me, against my will, on this Kari Gran Lip Whip is what it's called. It's a lip balm. She was very confident. She said, look, I promise you, I thought the same thing you did. Just give this a try. And I really like it. The one that I got is a peppermint flavor. There were a couple of other flavors. I got the peppermint tinted. It says it's tinted, but it's pretty much clear. She was telling me that these are all like handmade and they're all like, I want to say she told me they were natural. I can't remember, but it has the date on the bottom, I guess, of when it expires. So this is December 2018. Can you see that? For some reason, my camera's not focusing. Anyway, but I love it. It's really creamy. A little bit goes a long way. I think this tube is going to last me a really long time. It smells good. And my lips did, after a few days of wearing this every night, my lips weren't as dry. So, I think it works. Okay, and then the last product that I have to talk about is something that I've talked about in a recent video. This is another derm store goodie that I got. This came in a set. It's by Eminence. It came in I got a set of like 5 or 6 different facial oils. And this is probably my favorite of them. There are a couple of them that I really like, but this one I've been using every night, every night. After I wash my face, put my eye cream on, I use this. It's the Facial Recovery Oil by Eminence. And if you've not tried Eminence, you should try it and you will thank me, because it is a really nice, luxurious line of skincare products. A lot of facialists use it and like it. It's not really that available. Like I know a couple salons here in Austin that sell it, but I don't see it, you know, I don't see it at Ulta or Sephora or even Nordstrom. But this oil is so nice. It is so thick and hydrating, and I wake up in the morning after I've put it on the night before and my skin is glowing and it still feels almost as if I've just applied it. Like, oh, my skin loves it. And I love the smell of it. It has like it's not like a fragrance, it's like a natural fragrance. It's like a spa. It reminds me of, like, if I close my eyes, it makes me feel like I am in like a really high-end spa. I love the smell of it. So yeah, this is the Facial Recovery Oil. They do have a gift set at Derm Store, which I will link below, where you get mini samples of all of them. Not all of them, but like 5 or 6 of them. And that's how I discovered this one. And there are a few others in there that I really like. So I recommend trying that if you have not tried these oils before. Or you could just get this one because it's awesome and I love it. So yeah. Okay, so that wraps up my favorites for the month of November. I hope that you guys found this helpful. What are some products that you're loving lately? Like, share them down below. I've been going a little overboard with makeup shopping this month. I do this every year. 1, the sale comes around, and 2, it's Christmas, and of course I feel like everyone on my list needs to get makeup, even my dad. But I just want to buy makeup for everyone, so that sends me into Sephora, and then what happens when I do that? I leave with, you know, more than I intended to buy. So I literally had a pep talk with myself the other day because I was going to make a return. It was that lip balm. It was that $16 pharmacy lip balm. I was going to go take it back, and I'm like, I literally think I said out loud to myself, you're returning this lip balm. You only are going to return this lip balm. You don't need to get anything else. Go in and return it. You don't need anything else. You're just returning this lip balm. You're not getting anything else. And I just like walked in, and I was like, I saw the cash register like in my vision. I mean, I was tunneling in on it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, what's that? And then I walk out spending $100. Oh, it's ridiculous. I have a problem. I have a problem. Anyway, you guys, I hope that you're enjoying this time of year. This is a fun time of year. I love this time of year. I sure am. And I'm going to just stop rambling here and say goodnight, say goodbye, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.